All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to English 200. I'm Kelly Lancaster.
I'm Monica Rizzi.
We just want to go over a few things of how English 200 would run this year. As we communicate through Google Classroom, which many of you I'm sure are familiar with already. Your child is already a member of Google Classroom. If you do not become a member, you yourself can also do so. If you have questions about that or for anything else for that matter, you can email us. And the emails that are listed up there is where you can contact us.
So as far as Zoom, we will be using it regularly. We will be utilizing Zoom to communicate with your child and have lessons on. So we are mandating that they meet with us on Zoom on A1, B1, C1, and D1 days. The other days, A2, B2, C2, and D2, they do not need to go on, but we recommend that they go on to get any instructions or if they have any questions while they're doing their work, they can just hop on, ask a question, and leave. We also have office hours from 1:17 to 3:02 every day, so we have Zoom open for them. If they would like to come on and ask us any questions or just for extra help, if they're struggling with something, they can always come on to Zoom and get extra help. So we highly encourage them to come on to Zoom during our office hours.
The readings that we're going to be doing this year are The Crucible, Fences of Mice and Men, The Great Gatsby, and Macbeth. So for the most part, most of the reading will be completed at home. So we're just reminding kids to just manage their time accordingly and make sure that they are in fact completing the work at home. We recommend that they even set a little quick timer up, just so that sometimes it feels a little overwhelming when they have a timer up of a 10-15 minute reading that they'll do that. We'll also try with most, if not all, of our texts to have an audio version for the kids, so they are able to listen to some type of audio version of it.
As far as writing, your child can expect to do a variety of different writing styles. We use a writing text called the Norton Sampler, and your child can expect to write at least 20 essays over the course of the year. It'll be done workshop style, so that means that your child may share their work with us or with the students, and they will get feedback back from us. And it works really well just for students who want to work one-on-one with their writing.
Yeah, and going along with the writing, we don't have a specific grammar text that we're using, but we have the iExcel and Quill apps that we've been using. And again, your children, most of them are all well aware of what iExcel is. They'll be doing those as like a daily exercise, and we will also be looking at their levels from the diagnostic that we do. So we can use what we take from the diagnostic to either create future lessons or even have more of a one-on-one instruction with your son and daughter.
As far as vocabulary, we don't have a set book, but we do use vocabulary.com, which is a website where they complete work, and we also can monitor their progress, and they'll be using that when they do have vocabulary.
So as the state has mandated that all the students are to take and perform well on the test that was formerly known as PARCC, it is now NJSLA ELA. So we'll continue to do that as well like we did last year, that they'll be taking exercises that are test-taking strategies are all embedded in the exercises that we have and that we use with our kids. And of course, we're looking at graduation as a requirement, obviously, having this assessment completed.
So as far as grading goes, grading looks a little bit different. As you know, last year students had benchmarks as a quarterly assessment, but we took away benchmarks, so the grading is a little bit different. So homework is 15%, quizzes are 15%, class participation, which will include Zoom sessions if they attend, is 20%, tests and projects are 25%, writing assignments are also 25%.
And then just a quick review of the virtual etiquette, which we went over with our classes as well. It's just that it's really, really important that they remember that even if they're not physically in the building, that they are completing the work that they are doing. And just a quick reminder is that if they are in fact on Zoom, or it's a mandatory meeting where they voluntarily come on for that day, that we can hear and see what's happening. So it's very recommend that even if you get like a little quiet section in the house or something that they will be able to use, that really, really helps a lot.
We also expect that students will not copy any of the content or videos that we post. It is our hope that they will follow all of our expectations that we have place for them. And if any problems were to occur, that we can remove them from sessions and report any inappropriate behavior.
And we're just asking kids again, it's just the students the same way if they were in the building, if you're virtual, just make sure that they are on time, that attendance is in fact there, and we have it on Google Classroom, so it's a record that you were in fact, in a sense, in the class. And then they're in a quieter area like we had said, and just to be respectful when they're writing or reading anything and back and forth, because depending on other peers and what they're reading or writing, and then just dress appropriately. So even if they are home, it just helps even be in a different mindset where you're dressed as if you are ready to go and leave and go into the school building itself. It'll help with the mindset and keep the flow of things throughout the day.
We ask that when students are in Zoom, they stay on mute, and they have to keep their cameras on at all times, so they shouldn't have any of their cameras off, because we want to see their reactions while we're teaching. We want them to limit their movement and avoid any distractions or causing a distraction during the lesson. And we also want them to be conscious of who's in the background or what kind of background they have, which is why we recommend that they stay in a quiet area, free of distractions.
And another little tool that we found next year that works a lot, and what we're offering it for this year, is just to remember to use a headset has helped, and it's a little bit less distracting because they're only hearing what is on the screen and not surrounding what they're hearing in the environment around them. And that, just a reminder as well, is that the chat part on Zoom is archived. So whatever we're chatting, whether it's with other students or they're chatting with other students and discussing amongst themselves, that we in fact see it and it's recorded. So we just want to remind of that since it is archived and recorded.
All right, so we listed our emails again, but if you do have any questions or any comments or any concerns, please feel free to reach out to us. We're always here to help, so if you do have any questions, we would love to hear from you. Thank you.
Bye.